Our department is actually a provincial department, so we have employees straight across the province of Ontario. And that means that we have very large pools of candidates for our positions that are available within the organization. So we actually had to apply an exam for an administrative position. So
Mhm.
administrative frontline individuals who work with the public. And so they have and require specific skills. And
Mhm.
we have a testing process that we normally do on a one-to-one basis. And we wanted to apply the testing on a much larger scale across the province all at once. So
Okay.
we did not want to do one-on-one testing. We wanted to bring everybody together and have them tested over a certain period of time. It was a lot more efficient for us. I chose Synap. This is the first time our department has ever done anything like this. As I said, we are more the one-on-one kind of focused for hiring across the province. Uh, but what I realized was that in the change that we wanted to make, this is really a change to the organization and how they deal with employees, how they communicate with them, and how they hire them. Um, so I needed something that was fast, easy, and we're not a very large team that's doing this modernization piece around the hiring. So I needed something that was easy. And I looked quite a bit. I spent a lot of time looking for the right application that would also not make individuals who apply uncomfortable or it'd be difficult. We also have individuals who currently work for us, for example, on a part-time basis. So they know our system, they know how things work. So I wanted something that was similar. And Synap actually had a 14-day trial. So I was able to look at the application in advance and really see if it could fit what I needed. And I think the best part about when I went online and found Synap was the fact that with the 14-day trial, I actually got to do everything that was required for the test. The building part was super easy. I am not a technologically savvy individual, but I was actually able to, on a weekend, build the task. So take what we currently do and make it look almost exactly like the in-person test that we deliver. I think the whole process was really very easy. So the 14-day free trial to sign up for it was very easy. And
Mhm.
then I know that there was online supports. The videos were great. So I used them a lot really to help guide me, and they weren't long. So I really liked that part and the support. So the sign up team was great. They were always online. And so anytime I had a problem or a question, they responded right away. And then once I decided, okay, I think that this was the application that I wanted to use, the whole process went very quickly and very easy. The actual bringing on the exam and getting everything ready for my test was great. They offered support to help me reach out because, as I said, this was a really large initiative. So we had over 250 candidates at the same time, and the team made it super easy in that they sent out all of the emails. And one of the features that I really loved was um, they actually created an email address with the department's name so that people wouldn't be, what is this email that I'm getting? It actually included our department. So It made it very easy for people to recognize. And they also provided a test, so a pre-test, because this is technology and every system might work differently. That pre-test gave us absolutely excellent results. So when we got to the test, we had very few people that had problems. We did have to troubleshoot some of the individuals who were doing the pre-test because it was new for some of them, but the whole onboarding and getting everything out and advising the individuals who would be taking the test and providing support to our proctor was absolutely excellent. And I do have to say that it was the shortest time frame because we got everything up and running within the 14 days, and then the onboarding started, I think, at like day 16. So it was really, really impressive and something that we thought would be much more difficult to do on such a large scale. But Synap and the team made it seem like it was easy. Of course, we used the sending out feature. So while we wanted to schedule everybody in for their exams, because it was such a large group, we had to use different tests. Well, not use different tests, but use the same tests, but duplicate those tests for different days. So that feature was really great. So once we built the test, which again was very easy to build, so I chose to use the synoptic feature for my testing, and they showed me how it worked and how to navigate through the breaches that may occur and what it means. So I definitely like that feature. We did ours with an online proctoring. So we had somebody proctoring over the students. I think overall, just building the test in the Synap app was very easy, and I used most of the features. There were a few things that we turned off, so we didn't want things like spell check because this is an administrative position, so we wanted them to be able to spell and format. So we turned off those features, which was really great because sometimes you don't have that ability when you're using an online tool, right? Everything comes all prepared for you. The duplicating of the tasks was great as well. So I didn't have to recreate a task. I just had to duplicate it and then set it up. I think that the download feature, so once the tasks were in, I learned how to download all of the responses and the grading piece. So to grade the tests, we used an outside company, which means that I had to give them access. And that is another feature that was really great. There was administrative and educators. So I was able to separate between those who could edit the test or edit anything in Synap versus those who were just going in to correct the materials. And then I was able to use the download feature so that I could take all of those, even though Synap allows you to store all the responses in the app, I was able to actually move them into our system, which is required as part of our hiring process. We have to keep them for several years. So all of those features together made it very easy, and I had a number of my team members as well as the outside agency that I used all say the exact same thing, that it was very easy to navigate, easy to put in the marking, and to search people. I think that that's a really important feature. When you've got this many candidates and someone says, I tried to open it, it was very easy to see that, by their name, search them by their name, and then look at how many times they access the document. So all of those are really, really important features when you're running a hiring process, and you're not meeting face to face with the individual. Everything they do on the site is tracked, how many times they open things, Even the pretest is tracked, which was a real good indicator for us because we encouraged everybody. So we sent out emails saying, oh, you didn't do your pretest. We can see that your test is coming up. We don't want any problems on the day of the test. So very impressive features for someone who's trying this for the first time. I'd say that we had a little over 200 applicants in the process. Um, I think that the overall, the majority of them, so I'd say probably about 90% did the pre-test, which was really good for us. Um, we only had, and more on the tech, like tech difficulties, we only had about 10 individuals out of the 200 that we had to reschedule because of technical difficulties, but it wasn't related to the to Synap. It was actually because of real, internet problems and things like that. So, from our perspective, we say that it's like 100% success. While there was, questions that came through on the technology side in the pretest, we did not have any negative feedback from the candidates on using the application. In fact, we did get a few comments back that this was easy and they were glad that they didn't have to, go to a place to do a test. So I think it's definitely something that I'm hoping that we can advance and use again in the future. I know that I will be using them again for another large process that I will be doing. I think that there are some additional exams that I want to include. So we actually our process had two sets of examinations. And I am going to attempt to build the one that we used another application for. I'm going to attempt to build it in Synap and actually use it for the full process this time. So definitely something that I'll be using in the future.